Hey guys, Nick here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking my top 20 NHL centers. Now, before this does start, I just want to say one thing. There'll be a couple honorable mentions, and one big question. I did rank Draisaitl as a left wing here, and there are a couple players on this list who you could say they play a wing or center, which I just put them on whatever I more like think they are, and I more like see them as. So that'll be my that'll be how I'm ranking this list, and also from who I think is 20th to first, obviously. But yep. Hope you guys will enjoy this video. I put a lot of work into it. Okay, guys. First, I want to get into it with my honorable mentions, guys who just didn't make the list, but guys who should be noted for their skill and being some of the best centers in the game. For my honorable mentions, I have 8 of them, and these are players, like I said, who just barely missed number 20. But anyway, in no specific order, they are Anze Kopitar, Jonathan Toews, Joe Pavelski, Jonathan Marchessault, Jake Guentzel, Eric Staal, Matthew Shane, and Elias Pettersson. Those are some players who I thought could be very well potential guys who can be that 20th center, but guys who I didn't feel were, I wouldn't say good enough, but like, it was a debate between 20th and all 8 of those guys, because all 8 of them have good skill, and it was just pretty difficult to choose. So, time to get into our countdown. So, at number 20, we have Claude Giroux. Claude Giroux is probably one of my best guys to hate, because he's actually a really good player. One of the, if not the best player on Philadelphia. He's their captain, obviously. He's very skilled. He has a ton of skill. He's I wouldn't say he's a pretty decent two-way player. He can definitely get pucks to the back of the net. He can definitely play a good playmaker ability. He's overall a pretty good player who I love to hate, because I'm a Pens fan, obviously, but definitely one of the top 20 centers in this league. Also, he was not mentioned on the NHL Network's list. It was Elias Pettersson on the NHL Network's list, but for me, I put him 20th on my list. So that's 20. Let's move on to 19. At number 19, we have a player who me and the NHL Network have both agreed on, and that is Sean Monahan of the Calgary Flames. Monahan is a extremely talented center. He's a younger center. He's a pretty young player, so he has room to grow even more. Definitely a great player to watch. He has loads of skill. He was a big help on Calgary this season. One of the reasons why they did so well, he had 82 points and 34 goals in 78 games. He had a pretty good plus-minus. He only had 12 penalty minutes, so, I mean, it's not that. He doesn't really take penalties, so he's a very good he has very good discipline, which I like players who have very good discipline, because they're not, wasting the teams. They're not making the team go shorthanded a lot, which helps a lot. But definitely very talented center. He was on one of the best lines in the NHL with Lindholm and Gaudreau. And he also had 2 points, a goal and 2 points in 5 playoff games this season. So, even though they didn't do good in the playoffs, he still was decent, and that's why he is number 19. Time to go to number 18. At number 18, we have Nick Backstrom, and Nick Backstrom, probably one of the best playmakers in the game. He had a pretty awesome good season. He had pretty decent playoffs, but overall, he's a good defense. He's a great player, great centerman, one of the best ones on the Caps. Definitely a guy to watch. Definitely a guy who I love to hate, who non-Caps fans love to hate. But yeah, it's definitely exciting. I really like Backstrom. Like, I like not being biased. I like him as a player. He's a good player. But as a Pens fan, I gotta hate him. So, but yeah, that's basically it. I mean, Backstrom 18, being the NHL Network had the same for that. So, yeah. On to 17. Okay, so at number 17, we have Logan Couture of San Jose. Another one that me and the NHL Network have agreed on. And overall, he has a ton of talent. He's only like mid to upper 20s. He's such a great player. I just don't know what to say. Like, he was so underrated in the regular season, I feel. But in the postseason, definitely is where he became a hero for San Jose. And he had like 14 goals and 20. Like, that's insane. He was definitely one of the best players in the postseason. And I'm pretty sure, led the postseason in goals with 14. I'm not too sure. But I'm pretty sure he did. So, overall, yep. That's what I gotta say about Couture. On to number 16. At number 16 is another one me and the NHL Network agreed upon. It's another player who I love to hate. It is Evgeny Kuznetsov. So Evgeny Kuznetsov is probably just overall, like, he is such a dynamic player for the Caps. He's so good. He's so much fun to watch, even though I hate him. Overall, his skill and his mindset is one of the best in the league. Kuznetsov, I mean, is probably, in my opinion, the Capitals' number one center. And overall, I just love watching him. I hate him, but overall, he is one of the most skilled players in the NHL. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is Evgeny Kuznetsov is probably the Capitals' best center. All of these players on this list are skilled. We got that down. And Kuznetsov is a player who I love to hate. And I think he's going to have another awesome season. He's definitely a top 20 center in this league right now. Definitely. But time for number 15. So at number 15, me and the NHL Network agreed upon. And I just want to say right now, not all of these we agreed upon, I promise. There'll be some that are different than the NHL Network's countdown, but most of them are the same, but not all of them. Some of them I have switching 1 to 2 spots. So I promise not all of these are going to be the same. But as I just said, number 15, from the Buffalo Sabres, Jack Eichel. Now, Jack Eichel, him and Connor McDavid were expected to be the best players in the NHL when they drafted. That was not the case for Eichel. Eichel struggled, and Eichel has... Well, it's not Eichel's really fault. He hasn't really struggled. He's overall, doing good now. Definitely a top 15 player. Not player, but center in the NHL now. He has tons of talent. He's gonna blow up next year. I'm saying, 90 points for him this upcoming season. He's a top 15 center in the NHL. We all know that. I feel like, going to grow. He has tons of talent. He's going to grow. Buffalo, with their young core, is going to grow. I think in the next 2 to 3 years, they will make a deep playoff run, second or third round. Buffalo, that will probably be 3 years. I feel like in 2 years they'll make the playoffs. But with the good young core, I feel like they definitely have something that can compete. And Eichel definitely is going to be leading this way, leading this charge as captain. And he has the amount of talent he has and skill he has. There's no question that he is going to be a top, he is going to put up, my predictions, at least 90 points for him next season, because he's just so good. His talents are so good. Everything about him is just so good. Personally, I love to watch him. He's such a good player. He's awesome. I love Jack Eichel, one of my favorite players to watch. He's epic, and he just has tons of talent. If you go to a hockey game and watch Eichel play, you can tell he's just awesome. He just has tons of talent. At number 14, me and the NHL Network has both agreed, Sebastian Aho of Carolina. Now, Sebastian Aho had a very good season and is definitely Carolina's best player. He has tons of talent. I didn't even expect this guy to do this amazing. I don't think anybody did, but Aho has developed into, personally, one of my absolute favorite players in the NHL. I mean, I said that about Eichel, but Eichel's, just a player I love to watch, but Aho, I just, love Aho. Even the name, Sebastian Aho, that's just a fun name to say, but, Aho's just an amazing player in this league. He's an amazing player. I love watching him. Keep in mind, he was a Montreal Canadian for literally a week, and Sebastian Aho he is completely just so skilled, so talented. I was at a Pens game where he scored this magnificent goal, and after watching that goal, I knew he just was amazing. Just the way he plays, his vision and just his hands that he has are just insane. He is one of my favorite players to watch just ever. And I'm predicting, like Eichel, I'm predicting at least 90 points for him next season because he's just that good. I just love watching him. He was just so skilled, so talented, such a beauty to watch. But, yeah, next player. Okay, so at number 13, I have Ryan O'Reilly, which O'Reilly was actually 12th on the NHL Network's countdown. I have him at 13. I mean, he literally won the Stanley Cup, a Conn Smythe, and a bunch of other awards this year. He pulled a tooth out in the middle of his Stanley Cup speech at the NHL awards. He's just overall, he blew up in the playoffs. Nobody was expecting that. He had a good regular season, but his playoffs, he just blew up. Now, the reason why I made him a bit 13th and not 12th is because of because of his regular season. It wasn't the best, so that's why. But overall, absolutely, Ryan O'Reilly is just, he was insane. He's just such a talent. He was such a good player in the playoffs. I mean, you leave Buffalo for 1 year, that's what happens, I guess. No hate to Buffalo fans, though. Y'all are gonna, get mad at me. I'm sorry. Hey, Eichel's gonna be good, though. I promise. But I don't see him, to be honest, repeating the season that he had last year at all. I really don't. I think that he'll only be on the top 15 for 1 year. I don't expect him to have the season that he had last year. That's why, another reason why he's down lower. So, that's Ryan O'Reilly for you. Time to get to number 12. At number 12, we have Evgeny Malkin. Now, Gino, was rated 13th on the NHL Network countdown, but he's 12 for me. And I promise you that has no bias. Okay, maybe a little bias, but not really. I mean, he didn't have that good of a season. Let's be honest. He didn't at all. However, Malkin, I feel like, is going to have a great bounce back here. Let's be honest, he has loads of talent still. He's still an awesome player. I mean, he's just epic. I mean, he has loads of talent. I mean, you watch him play, you know he's just amazing. He has great puck control. He's so skilled, dynamic player. How he was not rated in NHL 100 of top player is ridiculous. Definitely should have. And he's just a natural talent. I love him. I think a line with him, Galchenyuk, and Cahoon this upcoming season would be lethal, even though it was just announced that Galchenyuk will play top line minutes, so I'm expecting Galchenyuk, Crosby, and Getzel, and then probably Cahoon, Hornquist, and Malkin, which I could see, which I think would be a pretty good line. Overall, that's really all I gotta say about Malkin. He's a great player, and definitely one of the best players in the NHL. Okay, so at number 11, we have Braden Point. Now, he was rated 10th on the NHL Network countdown, but he's rated number 11 here because he had a ridiculous season. I don't know how he did in the postseason. I don't think he did that good. I mean, no Tampa Bay player did, but shush. But no player, sorry, that was my dog, by the way. But, I mean, let's be real, no Tampa Bay player did good in the playoffs. But the only reason why he's lower is because I still didn't know about his future because he's still not signed. I'm taking, that part into it as well because he's not signed, and I don't know how he's going to do next season. I don't even know where he's going to play, if he'll even re-sign with Tampa. But I'm guessing he will, but definitely he's one of the most skilled players, underrated players in the NHL. I haven't seen him live in person, but I've watched enough to see that he was awesome, and he was a great player. Okay, so at number 10, we have Tyler Seguin. Now, Tyler Seguin was rated 11th on the NHL top 20 centers list for the NHL Network, but I put him as number 10 because, in my opinion, he's better than Point. He's more, skilled than Point. He puts up, I wouldn't say more points, but he's just overall a good player, and I love him. He's just an outstanding player to watch, one of my favorite players in the league to watch. I just bought a Tyler Seguin shirt, if you guys follow my Instagram, while I was in Canada, sorry, my finger's, really awkward position, and it's really hurting, so if I'm wiggling the camera a lot, that's why. But Seguin, tons of skill, tons of talent, I love him, definitely a great player, and overall, there's a reason why he is ranked 10th. Anyway, let's move on to number 9. Okay, so at number 9, me and the NHL Network both agreed on this one. It is Mark Scheifele from Winnipeg. Oh, sorry. Let me get my inner Jesse Pollock here. From your Winnipeg Jets. Okay, but overall, though, he is a great player. Tons of skill. Was on, in my opinion, one of the best lines in the NHL. Oh, yeah, and so was Seguin, by the way. Yeah, he definitely was as well. But he's just outstanding. He's amazing. He's tons of talent. Now I'm holding my phone the other way. But he has tons of talent. He is just, his playmaking ability is epic. He plays an awesome two-way game. Definitely just overall a great player. That is Mark Scheifele. He plays on a great line with Wheeler and Line. And if you guys can't tell, I can barely bend my finger at this point. But overall, he's just an outstanding player and one of my favorite players. Well, not really, but I like watching him. He's a good player, and other teams are probably... I'm scared when he plays the Pens because he's just so good. So, yeah, that's it for him. Time to move on to number 8. Okay, so at number 8, we have, from the Leafs, Austin Matthews. Now, Austin Matthews was actually ranked 6th for top 20 centers by the NHL Network, but I ranked him 8th. He's, in my opinion, actually more overrated. A lot of people have too much hype on him, which I feel, not gonna lie, he is a great player, but I feel like he's overrated. People are ranking him like McDavid and Crosby. No. No, he's not that good. I'm sorry, Leafs fans. I'm a Leafs fan. If you guys have been following me for a while, I am a Leafs fan. They're my second favorite team, and they've been my second favorite team for years. We're talking Kessel era. Now, literally, oh my God. Matthews is not that good, but Matthews is, he's good, but he's not, insanely good. That's why he's 8th. He's overrated. He's still a great player. He's still a great passer. He makes great skill. And I love Matthews. I have a Matthews jersey. I love him. But definitely, he's too overrated in my opinion. He is. But that's why he's number 8. He still has the skill, still has the talent, but he's not top 5 capable. Well, at number 7, we have another Leafs center, which is John Tavares. John Tavares was actually ranked 5th on the NHL Network for top 20 centers, but I put him number 7. Once again, he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the best centers in the game. But he's not the best. Once again, Leafs fans have him ranking with, Crosby and McDavid and, all those players. And no. He's nowhere near that skill either. One of the best centers in the game. One of my favorite. I actually have a Tavares shirt. But I love him, but he's not a top 5 center for me. He's not. I don't think he is. I don't know. I don't think he's a top 5 center. He has the skill, he has the talent, but the season he had, definitely, I don't think is a top 10 center skill, but there were just better centers who I feel would go into the 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st slot than Tavares. Anyway, how about we move on to number 6 on our countdown. At number 6, we have a player who was actually ranked 8th on the NHL's top 20 countdown, NHL Network's top 20 centers countdown, which I thought was way too, low for him, and that was Steven Stamkos. Now, Stamkos played on the incredible line this season. Him and Kucherov just lit it up in the league. Just lit it up. That was mainly more of Kucherov, but Stamkos did also play a good part of it. Definitely, he's just amazing to watch. His skill is insane. He just destroyed with Kucherov. He's just amazing. Like, he's such an amazing player to watch. I've not been to a Tampa Bay game. I've just seen highlights, like tons of highlights of him. But overall, he's just awesome player. He can score incredible goals, make incredible passes. I wouldn't say incredible two-way game. He has a decent two-way game. But overall, definitely, I was debating between either him or who I'd have number 5 for number 5. But overall, I chose who was number 5 after the playoffs. There's your hint. Of who number 5 is. But, yep, just want to mention that, and let's get into number 5. Okay, so at number 5, we have another player who was actually ranked 7th, and I felt that was also too low for him. So at number 5, we have the best two-way center in the game, Patrice Bergeron. Now, Bergeron had a great regular season playing on, in my opinion, the best line. Well, I wouldn't say the, I would say one of, if not the second best line in hockey with Marchand and Pastrnak. This line dominated in the playoffs, and I just think he's incredible. I think he's amazing. One of my favorite players. I love him. And Bergeron is just outstanding. So skilled. He can score incredible goals. He's such a good playmaker, such a good two-way forward. How could you not put Bergeron at number 5? I was debating between him and Stamkos, but overall, I wanted Bergeron after his incredible plays in the playoffs and his incredible playoffs. And once again, congratulations to St. Louis for winning. I wanted you guys to win because I don't hate Boston, but I hate Marchand. But yeah, that's about it, I think. Time to get to number 4. At number 4, we have arguably one of the most underrated players in all of the NHL, Alexander Barkov. Now, Barkov is just another insane two-way forward. The best, one of the best, I should say, not the best. He might be, because he may be, I don't know. There will be a video on this soon. But one of the best shootout players in the league, one of the best breakaway players in the league. Overall, Alexander Barkov is just insane. So, Barkov, he has loads of talent. He's so underrated. Oh my god. His talent is probably, in my opinion, I know this is big words. He's a little, when I mean little, I mean just kind of less skill. But it's he reminds me so much of Nathan MacKinnon that it's unbelievable. But he really reminds me of Nathan MacKinnon. It's a little version of Nathan MacKinnon. Tons of talent. He's so fast, too. I don't know how, what the Florida fans are missing when you got Barkov. And Florida's going to have another awesome season this year. Well, not another, but you know what I mean. They've had good seasons in the past. Just last year wasn't, but they're going to have a great season this upcoming season, I feel like. Now they have great goaltending. Not that Luongo wasn't a good goalie, but they have great goaltending in Bobrovsky. The defense is now just awesome. The forwards of Huberdeau. Okay, for those who don't know, nobody's mentioned this. I think it's time that I mention this. Jonathan Huberdeau is the most underrated NHL player in the league right now. Jonathan Huberdeau. He put up 92 points, people. 92. Did you not know that, people? Nobody's mentioned the fact that he's put up 92 points. That just bugs me so much. He put up 92 points. He is amazing. People don't see how good Huberdeau is when he puts up 92 points. I mean, yes, he was alongside Alexander Barkov. I don't care. He still put up 92 points. And Barkov, that line was good. Nobody realized how good that line was. that pairing, I guess you could say. People didn't realize. But yes, Barkov definitely a number 4 player. Definitely the 4th best player. My God, 4th best center in the league. Time to get to number 3. And for 3, 2, and 1, you guys can probably guess who's who. Number 3, of course, is Nathan McKinnon. No explanation. Number 2, Sidney Crosby. No explanation. Number 1, McDavid. All 3 of those don't need explanation. Definitely, not even arguably, the 3 best centers in the NHL. No matter what. They all have the speed, they all have the skill. Crosby is a better two-way forward of them all. He's way better defensively. McDavid's skill is just put him above and beyond everybody. And McKinnon's speed is just amazing. His skill as well. All 3 of them are just tremendous players, and that's our countdown for today. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this countdown, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. And I want to know, who is your favorite NHL center? Mine is Crosby, but who is yours? Anyway, I am Nick, and I will see you guys for another video probably Thursday. So, alright, peace out, guys. Bye.